Welcome to Optimal Timelines. My name is Sean, and welcome to your November 2022 Tarotscope readings, special eclipse edition. Now, we're right in the middle of eclipse season. The first partial solar eclipse happened October 25th, 2022, and we're right in the middle of that, and the next eclipse will be a complete lunar eclipse on November 8th. Now, if you're regular to this channel, you know that I use the North Node to read your tarot. And that is because the North Node is recognized in astrology to be your soul path, your North Star. And the eclipses happen on the nodes, and they're very transformational. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at what you're most learning and experiencing during this eclipse period, which will last not only a few months prior to the eclipse, but about 6 months after the eclipse. So let's get into the readings. I'm going to connect to the energies now. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so this is going to be the November 2022 reading, special eclipse edition for everybody with their North Node in Aquarius and or the 11th house. Okay, so this is my eclipse spread, and the spread in this reading is about what you're learning and experiencing during this eclipse period of October 25th, 2022 through November 8th, 2022, and then 6 months beyond that. And eclipses are all about transformation in our lives because the eclipses happen on the nodes, the North Node and the South Node. Now, these two cards here are what you're learning and experiencing, and this card is the basis of it. So you've got the Fool reversed, and you've got the Star, and then down here you've got the Six of Wands. So what I'm seeing going on here is that I'm seeing that right now in your life, you have the ability, even if you're not experiencing this right now, you have within your grasp and ability to experience some sort of success on a new level. And even if you're not experiencing it right now, that energy is in and around your life in some way. But what it is that with the Fool reverse, this is about maybe not seeing and understanding your surroundings. So it's like about recognizing the opportunities around you. And then with the Six of Wands, realizing that whatever it is you're trying to do, this person is obviously, they've got the wreath of victory on their wand and on their head. They're riding this, beautiful horse. But there's all these people here that are supporters. And what it is that, remember that this is trying to show you that your success in life is going to come in conjunction with others, meaning in a family situation, in a company, in an organization, within the collective. because you're coming from that south node in Leo or the fifth house, which is very independent. It's kind of about like, you know, my personal will, my talents, my this. Okay, but what you're moving toward is you have the success that's in your grasp, but it has to be done in conjunction with, like helping people. Okay, and I'm getting a really strong energy that, this for a lot of you is like right there. And in this eclipse period, you have the ability to start to recognize it. And again, like I said, it's like really focus in on your surroundings, the people around you, the situations around you, because you're going to find that, there are these opportunities around you that you could be missing. You're not really seeing them. And that includes pitfalls. That means, it's like really paying attention to, like, you're going down, you don't want to go down a direction that's going to be like unfruitful and not fulfilling at all. Okay, but I think most of you, if you can recognize, these opportunities, they're like right there for you, as long as that success is in conjunction with some sort of helping of the collected or working with others, using your talents to help others. Now, these two cards here are the point of transformation, which is the reverse Three of Cups, and then you have this card, which is where I ultimately see it going, which is justice. Now, the point of transformation for you, I think, is going to come where sometime, again, and I'm seeing this for other north nodes, I'm seeing that what you're doing during this eclipse period is things are starting, and it could come in dreams or just situations. You're starting to make sense of kind of where you've come to this far in your life. And you're saying, okay, this worked, this really didn't work, and that didn't work. And so you're kind of like, it's like taking stock of things. But what I'm seeing that the point of transformation is going to come through associating with others with this three of cups reversed. And it's going to be something that, again, I'm seeing this with several of the north nodes. We're here in, fall, and as November and December, hit, throughout the world, people are, there's holidays of all sorts. But here in America, we have like Thanksgiving, and we've got Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. I mean, we've got all the holidays that just all around the world. Okay, and then New Year's. And I feel like a point of transformation is going to come during a gathering of people. Okay, and like I said, it could be in a holiday situation, but this point of transformation is going to kind of come up to you, and it's going to kind of like put everything in perspective for you. And you're going to you kind of see things in a new light, because you're going through the work right now with this eclipse coming up on November 8th. And it's like laying the groundwork for this point of transformation or catalyst I'm seeing. Okay. And the catalyst is going to come through an association with other people. Okay. Doesn't necessarily have to be a holiday. It could just be like during holidays, like you're at a Starbucks or something, you're at a coffee shop or wherever it is. And but it is going to come through people. And so again, it's about recognizing your surroundings, opportunities and pitfalls, seeing both. Okay, so this card here, the Justice card, this is where I ultimately see it going for you. And swords are ruled by all of the air signs and the intellect. So it would be Aquarius, your north node, or the 11th house. And ultimately where I see this going is the person that you're going to embody is, I'm getting the image of like someone who is like, let's say a judge, but someone who is very fair and balanced, and it's able to, work with people on a very fair and balanced level, and they're doing a service for people. They are in service. Like, now we're talking about a good judge, not a corrupt judge, but like get the image of a very upstanding, quality judge. And they're helping people. They're helping sort people's, issues out. They're, um, helping people with different problems, like legally. Okay. And so this kind of, it's not that you're literally becoming a judge, but it's this type of energy that you're giving to the world, that you're being of service in some way. And when you do that, that's where your success is going to come from, is being whatever it is, being of, service to the world. Like, let's just say, even someone who wanted to like open up a restaurant, okay? And they're just a business person, but then let's say that, they give food to the food bank also, and cook dinners for people, on holidays. I'm just saying, like, someone that is in service to the community. So it could be anything that you're doing in your life, even if you're not, or even if you're a parent. Okay, that is super important. Like, just think of, again, another image of a super fair and balanced parent. Like, how amazing is that? Like, some of us haven't had, the luxury of having like a really fair and balanced and, great, steady parent. Some of us had, okay. But whatever, we all know the image of that and how valuable that is to raising like a kid, right? Where you just have this parent who's like super understanding, like not a pushover, is be able to like, lay down the law when they need to. But you get what I'm saying? Like, that is of service to the world. This is ultimately where you're going, and you have this gift within you. You have these creative gifts that you can use and give to the world. And you're going to start to see that. Just remember, recognize the situations around you, look for the pitfalls, try to, like judge them, and don't jump too forward into something too quickly. But also look for the opportunities, and you'll know the opportunity because it'll like kind of, you'll hear it, you'll see it, it'll be presented to you, and it'll just feel right, okay? Because you just have that natural like Leo heart instinct, okay? So you'll know. But ultimately, that's where I see you're going. Now, if there's a situation to where, some of you are on different levels right now, different soul paths, but what are some of the advice cards that could help you get through this? Okay. You've got the Four of Cups and you've got the Magician. Now, the two advice cards are this, is that during this period of time, some of you may be kind of over it emotionally. You could be very discontented emotionally because of whatever situations have come up because of your Leo or fifth house south node. You could just be like kind of over it, like very discontent emotionally. But I just want to say, like, don't give up. Okay. If you're feeling that way, the key is to go back into your natural creativity, your natural exuberance, because you do have a natural, like childlike exuberance. Most of you that have this south node in Leo or the fifth house, go into that creative energy with the Magician. And it's almost like going back to, wherever you're at, it's like going back in time and thinking, what is it that made me happy in the past? Get back to that. Get back to yourself. You might have to take a few steps back and say, okay, wait, I've done all this. Let me just back up a bit. Who did I used to be? Type of thing. Go back to a period of time in your mind and in your heart where you felt strong and you felt, confident, and whatnot. And then that's your starting point. And then build up and go from that point, because if you have this North Node in Aquarius or the 11th house, you have a huge amount of creativity, and it could be untapped creativity, but a lot of you kind of know. And that creativity, like even getting back to that parent analogy, you don't even have to have artistic gifts to have creative talent. Creative parenting is one of the most amazing things a person can do. creative bosses, you know, like that. Creativity can be used in any facet of life, okay? And that's what this is saying, getting back to that, using those natural gifts, again, to help the collective. And when you do that, you're going to see a lot more success. But this success for you, it's right there. Even if you don't see it, if you're in a place that's really difficult right now, remember, go back to that place of your strength, back in time when you felt like that. Go back to that. Maybe it's like getting in touch with, you know, what you used to do back then, you know, and then go from that point. So you might have to backtrack a bit, get to that point, and then, like, you know, move forward into that new direction. Again, listen for opportunities and watch for pitfalls. And yeah, you're going to see some big transformation in your life. Remember, when you follow your north node by sign and house, your life will transform. That's always your starting point and your ending point, is moving toward that north node, and it will not steer you wrong. It's your North Star. So thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you would like a personal reading, there's going to be a link in the description box below. And yeah, reach out to me in the comments. Say hi. I'd love to interact with y'all. If you have any questions, like I said, just feel free to reach out. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on some more videos. Make it a great eclipse season. Many blessings.